everyone, this is Eric back with all the replay, man. And you know, I got this playlist on this 2008 Dodge Nitro that was I bought it off of eBay auction, I think like a year, maybe two ago. I don't know, probably at least a year ago. And I just got it for a family car. Long story short, just put a steering rack in it, and I didn't, you know, count the screws for the, when I was taking the tie rod ends off. I just kind of eyeballed it, and dude, like I tried to drive it and I can't drive. It's like the wheel is kind of fighting me very hard. Like it's off bad. Like, so I got a tow truck driver coming, and he's gonna come pick the car up and take it to Big A's tires, and they got a alignment rack. They're gonna line it up for $60, man. They can take a look at it, you know what I mean? Hopefully that should be all that it is, man. I don't think anything else, man, unless I'm missing something, man. But so there's the SUV all loaded up on the trailer. He said I could have drove it, but man, I just, it didn't feel right to me, man, so I didn't want to drive it, you know. So we're over here at Big A's, man. He's about to drop it off. They got a alignment rack over there where it says tune up. They already got a car up there, so let him basically drive it off. But that wheel is, that driver's passenger wheel is kicked out very bad. So, all right, so man, it's been a long day. I've been working, picked up my son from school, went and paid for the SUV. They lined it all up. I did test drive it real quick. It does feel better. And I did meet a guy named David that says he maybe will take a look at it and actually check out the frame, because the frame is a little rusted. I think it's the subframe that's rusted, but hopefully that's not causing the actual rocking like a boat motion. So I'm gonna just run home, park this van, get an Uber, go back to the SUV, drive back home, and then call it a day, you know what I mean? So that's it, man. I appreciate y'all checking out, man. But definitely, woo, I had my passenger wheel like this and it was like it couldn't drive it. I knew I couldn't drive it, man. And this thing is shaking. But I'll catch y'all a little bit. Hey y'all, so back in this SUV, man, and definitely I know that inner shaft, the part from the steering column going down to the actual rack, that connection is definitely loose. I can feel it, you know what I mean? I can rotate the wheel back and forth like 5 degrees or something. And then this ESP BAS light came on. I think the doggone ABS sensor on the driver's front probably broke eventually. I don't know. I'm gonna take this thing, get some food, go back and see about tightening this thing up as much as possible on the shaft, or making some kind of shit. I'll take a piece of motherfucking a piece of damn a soda can or something, cut it up, and then I'll put it up in that shaft, and I'll make that thing work, bro. Shit, I'm gonna make me a damn bracket or something, man. Excuse my language, but I'm just kind of done with this car, man. But I can't go get a new one right now, so I mean, I gotta fix this thing. So let's put this up. So man, let me drive it. I mean, steering definitely feels good. I mean, it's definitely steering good. It is that it's loose, man. The freaking column to the freaking rack is loose, man. It's just, I just probably need to tighten it up as much as possible, I guess. And then, so I just gotta be careful driving it because it is loose. But yeah, I'll show y'all that light, man. Here's that light, that ESP BAS light. So let me baby this thing and then take it home. All right, so got the SUV back to the garage. And went ahead, used my app with the Autel AP200. I was able to read the codes from the ABS computer. It said that the steering wheel sensor was saying that it had some erratic vibration. So I bet it did with the alignment all off like it was. It was definitely off. So I went ahead and cleared codes, so that light should go away. I did go ahead and order ABS sensor because this one's all burned up on this driver's side anyway. This side here, it's hard to do it backwards. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take this bolt out that's going to the steering rack intermediator shaft that connects to the steering rack. I guess the steering column going to the steering rack, there's a bolt that actually holds it, and it's loose. Like I could turn the wheel like 5 degrees and I can feel that's loose. So I'm gonna see how tighten that up and get that going, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I'll take y'all underneath so y'all can see what I'm talking about here. If I can get y'all in here. There's this bolt right there that's hanging out. It's not easy to do it upside down and holding the camera, but there's this bolt right here, right there. This goes like, this is a steering rack, and that's the steering column, and this is like loose right here. I got to get a better light to show you, but so I got to figure out what to do to tighten that up or take it somebody. All right, so you can see it a lot better this way. So this is the rack, and it goes to the actual steering column, and you can see that's loose. So I got to figure out how to tighten that up, because I can feel it, and it's gonna feel terrible tomorrow trying to draw this thing. So I think we'll try to put the bolt on this side, and maybe it'll catch it a little better. Let's see what we can do with it. All right, so y'all can see I was able to reverse the bolt, and so far it looks like it's tightening up. I was able to get a 1/2 inch drive with a ratchet and just go to town with this thing. So it was definitely not on there the right way. So I'm gonna make sure this is nice and tight for one. If not, I'm gonna put a piece of metal up in this thing, but it seems like it's already better. But then I noticed over here, like they did alignment, right? And they must have had to take this loose to turn it, and they didn't put these clamps back. So that's not on. So I gotta put that clamp back there. And same thing over here. This clamp is off too. So let me pop these on. I'll make sure this is nice and tight. We'll take it for a ride, and I don't know what this green look. Maybe some, hopefully that's not, I guess that's just oil or something in here. Hopefully that has nothing to do with power steering fluid. It looks like just oil. Maybe that just goes in this shaft here, not actually in the rack. But this is what the rest of the freaking car looks like. But next thing I'm going to tackle is going to be that transmission filter and that pan right there. So that pan looks gnarly. I'm just going to go ahead and take that all down and place the filter and all that. And eventually we're going to look at doing that muffler way back there too. That muffler. So something to work on. All right, so I can't get those clamps back on there. Man, those things, I'm gonna have to just get some, I'll go by the actual shop, the AKA, the freaking storage unit. See if I got some hose clamps that I could put on there, because they must have been on there very tight. Just that way we keep dirt, debris, and water and everything out of it. So I appreciate y'all checking in on this one. We got the alignment done. We got this steering column, the shaft connected back nice and tight. So it should be good to drive, and I'm gonna test it out tomorrow. Got the codes cleared from the ABS computer, and got a new sensor coming for this side. Go ahead and replace that, do that brakes, get all that done. Then we'll talk to maybe somebody about doing the actual control arms. I don't know, maybe. We'll see how far we want to get into. I may take this to an action mechanic tomorrow, then look at it for like half a day, see what they got to say, and then go from there. Well, I appreciate y'all checking out the video. I'll catch you on the next one.